Alright, so we got a bit of a late start on the recording today, but I've been messing around with stuff all day, getting the garage cleaned up. We just got solar installed yesterday, so I was up pretty late last night, kind of tying things up after that. So basically, I'm just going to pull this plenum off right here for the last time, because it's not sealed down because I ripped the gasket. I'm going to pop out the thermostat, put it through the panel that I have for my dashboard, for my gauge pod panel that sits in my front AC vent. I gotta put it through there, and then I'm gonna put it back in, and then I'm gonna RTV the top of it because it leaks out the top, basically where the fitting seals the thermostat to the fitting that I tapped in there with the JB weld. It's just leaking out the top. So if I screw it in and then put a little bit of a RTV in there, it should seal it up just fine, and I'll still be able to take it out. But yeah, I just want to get that taken care of because when I run the car up to temp and pressure gets in the system, after like 10-15 minutes, you do see a couple drips under the car, so I want to get that ironed out. I've been talking to somebody on Facebook, or no, not Facebook, my friend DJ actually messaged me on Instagram when I said I was looking for test pipes and a Y pipe, and he recommended me to his buddy who lives here in Palm Bay, who has a replica. They're just eBays, but it's perfect because that's all I need. I just need test pipes and a Y pipe so I can put my ISR blast pipes on them, and then I can actually drive this thing. It's a great temporary solution, and as soon as I go and pick those up, I'll be putting them on here and like trying to get it all straight. So I'm gonna seal this up, get that right, and then I'm gonna head over to Tyler's house and help him put in his KA. I really didn't think I'd be doing this soon, but you know, when you've never put one of these in before, you don't realize that, you know, you need to put it in your gauge pod panel before you put it in the car. So I'm gonna get this thing off and put in the new panel and restring this thing up. So here's where it's leaking, just so you guys have a better understanding. Right where this makes contact with the top of this thermostat, it's leaking out the top right here. So when I screw it back in, I might put a tiny bit of RTV on the threads, just a bead, just so when I turn it, it spins around. And then I'll put some up in the top here too. So once it's all tight, I'll put some in there, and then it'll create a seal so it won't leak anymore. So not sure why it's leaking out of there, but it's too much for me to not be concerned about. So I'm gonna take care of that, and then we'll be all good. All right, here's Chad's beast. Did you build this thing?
I did not do the cage. I did everything else to it.
He did everything else to it.
Turbo, welded diff, upgraded clutch, flywheel.
There's plans with this thing, so you guys stick around long enough, you guys are gonna see.
Big plan.
I mean, you want to get him excited?
No.
Okay,
It's
all right.
secret plans, but
Secret
it's big plans. Just know it's big plans.
I'm gonna force him to make content, so he'll have it up on his channel. I'm sure you'll see plenty here, but this Miata is getting some huge upgrades. The plan was before clutch kickers, but this man has big boy responsibilities to take care of, so he's gonna worry about that first. But this thing's plenty of fun right now, so.
Oh yeah. Pushing 11 pounds on E85 on the stock 1.6.
This thing's a beast. It's literally a full Exo Miata. We'll see more of it in the day. I know you guys hate nighttime footage. Unless we have plenty of lighting. I will be bringing this light over to Tyler's because I'm not playing those games with not having lighting. What did you just tell me you did to your Miata?
Okay. So I used to run just the filter on the turbo without this little piece in between.
All right.
And it never fluttered as much.
Oh, it didn't do the Oh, okay. All right. So you did what?
So I added this little piece in, and now you get to hear the
There you go. And now you know. This is how we do it around here.
Yep.
Florida boys represent. All right, so we got the Ks here. It's what time is it, Chad?
11:30.
We're trying to get this running tonight,
Tomorrow morning.
you know, now, one sitting. All right, we're gonna get to work. We just cleaned up the bench, organized the tools to some degree. Tyler just closed the door.
Yeah, peeked it.
We're gonna start doing it. He's seeing if the engine's in already. It's not, so we're gonna put it in. All right, so we got Tyler's KA right here. This is the low compression KA that we pulled out of the S13. We got 3 people disassembling this while I put this one together. I'm just kidding. Everybody's just doing what they feel like doing, and that's just fine because it's Tyler's car. So, and anyways, we all want to see what's going on under here anyways. So somebody whoever owned this before blew a piston ring, I think. So then they got a piston, so they put an eBay piston in here, and we're pretty sure that that's probably what cracked, or maybe the ring went bad or something like that. So we're gonna pull off the head and maybe get out some of the pistons. I mean, I'm sure it'll be obvious from the top which one's bad. There's probably gonna be hella oil in there, right? Yeah, so.
I mean, you should be able to see the top of it blown off.
So this should be exciting. We're almost done with this one. Probably gonna seal on the valve cover here in a minute. But this is going in tonight. These dudes are trying to drive, so I'm with it.
And then your can turn off.
Put a couple fucking flywheel bolts in and use a pry bar back here.
Nope, screwdriver.
I hate this fucking man because he knows more than me.
Nah, there's pushing the tension back.
2 flywheel bolts. Damn, I know more than him. Right there.
Yes.
I'm about to piss my pants.
Do it. You won't.
You won't, pussy. Piss your pants,
Hang on,
pussy.
let me get to a point where I don't feel any compression. See if we do have
Tyler,
it.
where are your valve cover bolts?
Why do we have 3 spark plugs in?
Yeah, didn't you hear my clip I made? Alright, so it looks like there's some metal in here. Picked some sludgy shit out of the oil pan. The pickup tube is how bad?
Oh my god.
Not terrible, but there's some chunks in it.
Well, that's where you'd see it. That's what you guys are saying, so. Flip it back over, get the rest of the oil out, then what, pull pistons?
Yes, sir. Pull the head. You'll be able to see a lot.
Sounds good. Pretty much got this one almost all back together. Just got to tighten down this manifold and get everything plugged back in. Just throw it on the floor over here, or put it in the oil pan. Put it in the oil pan. Don't you guys love when that happens? They flipped it over the first time, and all the buckets fell out, and then they just flipped it back over, and all this oil is pouring out. Anybody got piggies to donate? Yeah, they absorb the oil.
Pig mat. Listen, we use kitty litter. Shit's $2 a bag.
Looks like cylinder 1. Unless maybe it just...
Look at all the oil. Cylinder 1.
Yeah, it's cylinder 1. That's where all the shavings are.
What are you looking for?
Bearings look amazing.
ring.
You're looking for
Oh yeah, there's your problem.
Cracked your piston.
Chunks.
That's good though, because that means that you didn't destroy your block.
Yeah, the motor's good. You just gotta replace the piston. Yeah, piston, you're good.
Your rotating assembly looks great too.
Yeah, your bearings are mint.
Wow. That's not too bad,
That's
bro.
the piston. That's your ring land.
That's,
so that's in
the
between.
dreaded ringland that everybody talks about.
That's how
Told you it was completely dead.
You get to go home knowing what happened that day.
My life is complete now.
Alright.
Chad, what time you been up since?
What time have I been up since?
Yeah.
6.
You said it, what time? What time is it?
6.
Oh, okay. 6 a.m. Sun should be coming up anytime here. I ran back to the house like an hour ago and got Tyler an oil filter.
Thank you.
Oh, of course. You know it. I got what I needed from home as well, so it all worked out. About to get these fans put back in, tape them off so we don't short anything out. Engine's really close. I think we have to put on the intercooler piping and then take care of the drive shaft. So get that taken care of and catch up with you guys when this thing's ready to start. All right, $100 KA getting wrapped up here. We got the intercooling piping all back in, about to mount up the drive shaft, and then I'm gonna start this thing up, see how it sounds. All right, drive shaft's all buckled down. Chad's sleeping. It's 7:30 a.m. Birds chirping. We got it all in there. About to lower it down, fire this thing up and see what happens. This is exciting. I might have to move Chad's Exo Miata, but it's daytime now, so you guys can actually see this thing. Alright, so we got his eBay starter right here, and when I took it and compared it to my other starter that I brought over here, this little piece right here on my starter, it seems to be older, it bevels in just a tiny bit right here. And as you can see, when the flywheel comes around, it was making contact with this every single rotation. And then once the starter was getting hot and it made enough contact, it was just breaking this off. And when this broke off, it actually locked up the flywheel and stopped the engine from turning at all. I just timed this thing for Tyler, right? I'm wiring up the fans because he blew a fuse, right? Look what these boys are doing right now. Look what these boys are doing. He's been sleeping for the last 4 hours.
And he wakes up and doesn't want to work.
I'm gonna go back and keep working on the car.
I'm dead.
Oh, this is exciting. We just have to finish bleeding the coolant system.
I think it's already done.
Oh, they think it's already done.
Yeah, maybe.
So this is the $100 Marketplace KA that I just picked up. I've never messed with a distributor in my life. So I just like went online, I did a little bit of research. Basically what I did is I took a paper towel, took out the spark plug, stuffed the paper towel in the tube, cranked the crank pulley until the paper towel flew out of the cylinder, which means it's on the compression stroke. And then I took a really long extension and I stuck it down into the cylinder and I turned the crank until the extension went all the way up. And then as soon as it started dropping, I brought it back to that point where it was leveled out. So that means that it's on the compression stroke and it's at top dead center. And then basically you can take off this cap on the distributor right here, and there's a little tiny metal contact plate that this plug and the sensor reads. And basically each one of your spark plug coil packs has the sensor lined up with each one of them. So the spline on the distributor is probably like 15 or 16 teeth. And if you have it one tooth off, it'll be slightly cocked up here. So when you're at top dead center on your compression stroke, your distributor pin, when you take this off that you see, is gonna be pointing like straight at you here. And if it's pointing up, lined up with this, it's gonna be one tooth off. If it's pointing, down here, it's gonna be one tooth, advanced. So you wanna make sure it sticks straight out towards you here when the engine's at top dead center. And as soon as I got that right and put it in, the thing fired right up. So I'm pretty excited about that. You guys know that we had the issue with the starter. He got an eBay starter and I was showing you guys about the casting marks, how they don't quite line up. So that was causing the housing on the starter to break and then get lodged in there. So we put in my starter, saw the differences between my starter and his eBay starter, saw what's causing the issue, and then, past that, we got this thing running. So these boys are about to go sesh this thing and I'm excited as hell. So I can imagine you guys know how excited I am right now. I mean, I paid $100 for this thing. This is my engine, it's going in my S13, and we just got it running for Tyler. So I couldn't be more stoked right now. We're gonna go rip this thing. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit subscribe. So it's not making any boost. I'm gonna check the turbo lines real quick. Everything looks alright, right? I'll let you know. This just popped out. We forgot to tighten that. Somebody forgot to tighten that. I tightened it with a spade connector and a dime. Let's go. Alright, we're back home. It's like close to 11 now. I'm gonna go inside and go to bed. And we're probably gonna take the cars out sliding later, so I'll catch up with you guys when we're on. Alright, so I'm running off like an hour of sleep, I think. Whatever, I couldn't really get any sleep. I laid down and then I woke up, so whatever. I got some mail today. Check it out. I want to pop out these light bulbs and replace them with pink lights. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Pink lights. I think that'd look pretty cool. But yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. And got all these lights. And then up here on the front, got one here, and then got one in the blinker too. I don't know, I found some website where they sell light bulbs for like 99 cents each, so I got all of them for like $8. Thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, I thought I'd show you guys that real quick. I'm getting ready to go back to Tyler's house. We're going out to Mims and picking up something, so you guys will see once we get there. All right, so we're back in Palm Bay. Just got back from Mims. I got my drift missile for my KA. She's not amazing. She's not that bad either. So basically what the plan with this car is gonna see if I can get a title for it. I'm already kind of on the trail, so if I can get that sorted out and I can get a title for it, of course the plans with this will change slightly because, you know, it's a coupe. So if I can get a clean title on this, you know, I'll actually do it nice. But if I can't get a clean title for it, then it's just gonna be, you know, a missile. And I'm not gonna do that much to it. I'm just gonna get it driving. But it came with some goodies, so I'm excited about that. It's not perfect. Like, there's a dent right here. Whoever rolled the over fenders made the common mistake that everybody does when they roll 240 over fenders. Not everybody, but the easiest one to make, where they buckle in the panel right there. And then somebody tried to like pound it out on this side, and it's all sorts of messed up. So this will probably get overs at some point. There's all kinds of random stuff in the trunk. Not sure what all this is. Probably interior stuff. But all in all, I'm pretty happy about it. It's clean. It's got manual windows, so that's a plus. The steering column's on the ground, so that's something. But I think it came with a hydro, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go. Came with a little hydro. So that's cool, I guess. I don't know. Plenty of goodies to find in here. I'm sure we'll uncover them. But we're gonna get this back over to Josh's house, and we're gonna get this up in the garage, and then we're gonna start getting to work on it here in the next couple days. Not sure if I'm gonna touch it tomorrow or not. I might have some stuff to take care of. I think we're going out to the compound to drift. So when we get done drifting and all that stuff, maybe I might go mess with this. But I got a lot of plans for this. And now that I have somewhere else where I can keep it, I can take my extra 240 stuff that I've been holding on to for when I get another 240 and put it with the car. So we'll catch up with you guys in a few minutes here.
Go down slow. Go down slow. Watch the ramps. Make sure the tire will end up there.
Brain might catch.
I can't really see this side, Tyler. I can't see my side.
Let her down.
Oh, just gotta let her go.
Let it go. You're good.
Alright. Ready to go up?
That's all she wrote, boys. So, back at Dylan's house. Thank you, Dylan, for letting me put this here. I got the whole front end that we're missing. So, Tyler gave me that because, you know, I let him use my KA. So, we're just basically like scratching each other's back. I help him out, he helps me out. I work on his car, he tows the car for me. It's a really nice relationship we got going on here. It works, you know what I'm saying? We help each other out, and people are willing to do things for each other because they know that when the other person needs a hand, they gonna help. Alright, so I'm gonna head home. This is all in here. Get that all taken care of. Soon we will have the KA back and we'll get it in here. I'm going to go through this thing and show you all the fun and exciting things that I've found. It's not that exciting. It'll be pretty quick, but it's always fun when you get a new car and it's got people's random stuff in it and you get to go through it. But yeah. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Of course, this has been a crazy video. I've been up for 2 days straight. So last night we went over to Tyler's house around 8 p.m. and we swapped his KA. We got done with that around 11 a.m. or so. And then I came home and then I, took a shower and I ate some food and I got on the computer and then I tried to go to bed. So I woke up because the dogs were barking and it was USPS and they were like dropping off packages, and one of the packages was the lights that I'm pretty sure I installed in the video earlier. And then after that, I was hungry, so I made more food, and then by the time I made the food and ate it, Tyler hit me up to go out and pick up the S13. So we went and got that. We got this back here at about midnight, and then I had to go back to Tyler's because my car was there, and then I grabbed this front end and then I brought it back here, and now we're here. So it's been a really crazy past 2 days. So I'm gonna go home and put this video together and then go to bed, and then tomorrow we're going out to the compound and drifting a little bit, having some fun, and then I think I have a hockey game later in the day. So it's gonna be a busy day. I definitely need to get some sleep, but I'm gonna get this video done and get it up for you guys. So you already know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.